Welcome to your gentle half of flow practice. So just be a nice little movement and sequence to awaken the body, but keep it nice and mindful. As it's a short practice, I'd love to get started right away. Come to the top of your mat. You don't need any props for this practice. Stand with your feet hips width apart, parallel, close your eyes. Your palms face forward and roll your shoulders back. Sometimes all we need is a moment just to plant our feet flat. Let the weight of the ground beneath us take our energy, wiping away anything that happened before now and embracing what is to come from this moment on. Place your hands to meet the heart center, take an inhale through your nose and out your mouth with the breath. The eyes are open. On your inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Take your left hand on your right wrist, pushing your right palm up, and take your hips left, right, and your torso left. Breathe in through your waist and through your ribcage. Inhale, come on back to center. Switch the grip and lift up and over towards the right. Inhale, come on back to center. Exhale, bring your hands to your low back, fingers facing down. Send your hips forward, chest forward, and up, finding a bit of a back bend. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward and down to the ground. Take your hands, peace fingers to your big toes, thumbs beneath the peace fingers, Panubbasasana. A bit wider. Inhale, lift your chest forward. Exhale, forward. Interlace your hands behind your backs, reach your arms behind and away from your shoulders. Breathe into your nose. And then reach your arms forward, sitting into Utkatasana, chair pose. A few breaths here. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plant the palms down, stepping your feet back to plank pose. Push off your feet, look forward. Exhale, lower down to your knees, chest, and chin, Ashtangasana. Coming forward now, point the tops of your feet, point the toes back, lift the chest forward and up, Cobra. Exhale, letting yourself come down. Tuck your toes, come back up to your hands and your knees, and inhale into your cow position. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, reach your hips back, chest forward again, cow position. Exhale, round. Tuck your toes into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Spread the fingers wide and press down to the base of the thumb and index finger mounds, and then till your heels get heavy to the ground, bend your knees slightly. Inhale, reach your right leg back into three-legged dog, bend your right knee and stack your right hip on the left hip for three-legged stacked hips. Lift out of your waist, keep your hips high. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Step your right foot to your right thumb, lower your left knee down on your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up for a lengthening of the waistline. Interlace your fingers, point your fingers reaching up to the ceiling. Exhale, take your left hand to the left side of the mat, off the floor. Open your chest to the right, reach your right arm up to the ceiling, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, release your right hand inside of your right foot wide. Walk your left foot back, top of the left foot to the ground for lizard posture. Pointing your left toes back now, sit your hips lower to the ground, look out for your sternum. You can bend your left knee if you wish as an option and reach your right arm forward, up and around for the top of the left foot, and then reach your bum back towards your left heel. Good. From there, breathe into your left thigh. And exhale. Breathe in. Exhale, release your left foot down to the ground. Walk your right foot in between your palms. Lift your left knee off the ground and step your left foot forward. Bring your heels in alignment roughly for pyramid pose. Keeping your hips facing forward, reach your hips back and send your chest down towards your thigh and your shin, and breathe in. One more breath. From there, walk your hands forward, lift your left toes back behind you, point your toes back for standing L shape. As you exhale, bend your right knee, take your right hand into your right hip. Start to bring your chest up, finding your balance as you bring your left knee towards your chest, and have your hands around the left knee below around the shin. Standing knee to chest pose. And from there, release your left foot down towards the mat. Palms forward, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, sit back into chair pose. And exhale, fold forward. Slide one palm of the hand underneath either sole of the foot, toes towards the wrist. Bend your knees and send your chest forward and down. Release your hands in front of you now and inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Place your palms down to the ground, step back to plank pose, come forward. Exhale, lower down your knees, chest and chin. Inhale forward into your cobra up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, tuck the toes, lift the hips high. Inhale, reach your left leg back and up. And then bend your left knee, stacking your left hip on top of the right hip and point the left toes. And then bring your left knee to your chest. Stepping the left foot to the left, thumb lower the right knee down to the ground, and inhale, reach your arms out and up. Breathing into your right thigh. And exhale, reach your right hand down to the right, reach your left arm up. Open your chest, twist. Exhale, release your left hand down inside of your left foot, walk your left foot wide. Reach your right knee a little bit back. Good, sitting into lizard posture. Point the right toes back behind you, untuck the right toes. Reach out to your chest. And then from there, bend your right knee, reach your left arm forward, up and behind you, take the left hand to the top of the right foot, reach your hips back, and roll your shoulders back, lift up to the chest. Release your left hand down, walk your left foot in between your palms, and lift your right knee off the ground, stepping it in, the right foot in and up, and finding your way into a pyramid pose with the chest down over your left shin and thigh now. Breathing into the back of the left leg. Inhale, feeling into your body, strong and purposeful. Hug the legs together and push the feet apart, gathering into your pelvic floor. Space between your sitting bones, slight gathering of the belly as you now inhale, come forward into the fingertips, reach the right leg back into a standing L shape. Ground down through your left leg, reach back up to your pelvis as your right toes reach back and your sternum reaches forward. Good, and then from there, engage your legs, firm your belly to bring the right knee in and up. Try to find your balance here as you take your hands, lace them around your right shin below your knee. Try to keep your balance, and it's okay if you fall out of the posture. Right? Keep that right thigh into your pelvis. Lift out through the crown of your head. Breathe in. Now this time, from here, we'll find tree posture. So take the right foot outside of the left calf or ankle. Press them against another. Bring your palms to heart center for the start of tree pose. Hug in, lengthen your tailbone down, and reach up to the crown of your head. Hug the midline. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Good. From there, take your left hand to your right wrist, lift up, and find your side bend over towards the left. Inhale, come back to neutral, reach your arms down by your sides, place the right foot down, shake it out, and switch sides. Ground down to your right foot, bring your left foot inside of your right ankle or calf, reach the arms up overhead. And take the right hand on your left wrist, push your palm up, lift up and over to your right. Inhale, come on back up. Release the left foot down, both of your feet down, mountain pose, Tadasana. Fantastic. From there, at the top of the mat, reach your hips back and down into chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Good. From there, step your right foot back and down and back. And then keep your right knee lifted, left knee comes over the ankle as you reach up for a high lunge. As you exhale, stay hovering. You can keep your right knee up or down. Take your right knee, your right elbow outside your left thigh. Hands come to touch. Press your palms against each other as your left hip comes back and right hip comes forward. Push off of your right toes more to find more balance on the tip toes. And then squeeze through the midline. Inner thigh strong, belly firm. Inhale, release the twist as you inhale, reach the arms up again. Exhale, place the palms down. Step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to high plank position. Lower down halfway or knees, chest, and chin. Flip the feet as you inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reach your right leg back once again. Step your right foot to your right thumb. Stabilize your legs and engage your abdominals as you reach the arms out and up to the ceiling. High lunge. Sit more to your right thigh, but push off your left toes more. Take your right hand on your left wrist, push your left palm up. Lift up and over to the right. And back to center from here, and then take your left elbow outside your right thigh. Touch your palms together. Roll your shoulders back for the second side of your twist over to the right. Roll your right rib cage back and your left rib cage forward and breathe. Inhale, release and reach the arms back up. Exhale, place the palms down. Step your right foot back, down dog. Inhale, forward into high plank pose. Exhale, lower down, half roll the way, and inhale into cobra, up dog. Exhale, knees wide, big toes together, child's pose. Forehead can come down to the ground. Come forward to your hands and your knees. Slide your right knee to the outside of the right side of the mat, and then take your right shin more parallel to the front of the mat. Bring your weight onto your right hip and thigh, and bend your left knee. And your legs can be in different angles. They don't have to be parallel with the front or the back of the mat. Setting up for a variation for deer pose. From there, lift your chest up, tenting your fingertips. Lift your chest up higher. And exhale, lean your chest over your right shin. Bring your fist on top of another to support the forehead, and then find a little bit of space to breathe into for a few breaths before we switch. Allow your breath to carry you. Inhale, come on up. Slide your left leg out at an angle. Take your right foot inside of your left thigh, setting up for half Jona Shirshasana, forward the knee pose. Bend your left knee, push your right foot into your left thigh, and lift yourself up. Exhale, bow your chest over your left leg and thigh. If you have space to grab for the front of that left foot, you can do that. Or you can stay a little bit higher, take your hands behind your calf, and start to fold in. Breathe into your spine. Walk your hands back towards you to come up. Fantastic. And then from here, you can start to shift your weight onto your left hip. Bend your left knee, take your right leg back, and swivel yourself to face the other side of the mat, the back of the mat. So the left shin is at the front, right shin's at the back. Tent your fingertips and lift your chest up higher. Exhale, bow your chest over your left shin as you fold into deer shape, deer position on the left side, and treating it as a new position as each side is different every single time, every practice, every day. Settling in for a short period here. A few more breaths here. Line up as you inhale. Sliding your right leg out into the side and take your left foot inside of your right thigh. Tent your fingertips on either side of your right leg and inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, bow over your right shin and then finding where your hands may choose to rest to feel more at ease. Inhale. And exhale. Carefully inhale back up. Send your legs out long, bending the knees and taking the feet to the ground. Bring your forearms back behind you as you lay onto your back and hug your knees into your chest. Good. Cross your right outer edge of your foot on top of your left thigh for thread the needle, and then lace your hands around the back of the left thigh or the left shin below the knee. Push and gently resist that left thigh and right edge of the foot against each other, flexing at both feet, breathing in. Place your left foot to the floor, pick your hips up and take them over to the right for a moment. With your arms in a cactus shape now, let your legs tip over to the left. You might take your left hand gently on your right thigh just to bring a bit of pressure without harming the knee or the hip and thigh. Then breathe into your lower back. Inhale back to your center. Use your left foot to help you come into the middle. Hug your knees into your chest. Cross your outer edge of your left foot on top of your right thigh. And from there, hug your left foot towards your chest, finding the left hip opening for thread the needle. Release your right foot to the ground and pick your hips up to the left, and then exhale, falling over to the right. Slowly return to center and hug your knees to your chest. Keep your hands on your ankles, flex your feet, and take your elbows inside of your knees, flexing your feet up to the ceiling. Breathe into your inner thighs. Letting gravity help you release to ease. Reach your legs and arms up to the ceiling here, rolling your ankles and wrists in either direction a few times each way. And then setting up for Shavasana. You don't need to use any props, but I have a couple bolsters handy, so I like to place those bolsters underneath my legs and thighs. It's a little relief. And I like to take an eye cover over top of the eyebrows, just to let the head and the mind settle. So you're welcome to embellish and support your rest if you have anything related available to you. Take one more full breath to cleanse. begin to deepen your inhales and exhales. Wiggling your fingers and toes. Rolling the wrists and the ankles. And hug your knees into your chest. You can remove the eye cover if you're using one and roll over to your right side. Using your palms to help you up to a closing seated position. Bringing the hands to the right center. Thank you for taking the time to practice. Every moment counts when we have a chance. It's our responsibility to make time and to be accountable. We'll close the practice with the sound of an Om. Thank you kindly for making this time to connect. Namaste.